What's going on, guys? It's Ben here from BH Aquatics. As you can see, I'm right now doing a water change to my tank. Actually, I'm doing water change to all my tanks. I started with the fry tank over here, and I'm now doing this other tank that hasn't gotten a water change in a while. Basically, Saturday has become my official water change day. Yeah, shaky cam there. I had to sit on the floor to do that because, as you can see, the tank's right off the ground. So we're almost filled up, so I'm gonna make this clip short. But basically, we're just running through all the different water changes. Everything's doing pretty good. Just fed Bob some super worms, and I fed him 8. I don't know if you can see. There's only 3 left. So he obviously enjoys those. So I'll get back to you in a minute when I'm done with this water change. Alrighty, guys, as you can see, we got all the tanks that I needed to water change. They are emptied halfway, just about, maybe more like 40% emptied. Some of them are halfway emptied, but the ones that were needed to be done, there's only 4 or 5 of them. This one, the 15 and 4 10s. Quarantine didn't need to be done. That actually I just topped off. And the top 3 tanks obviously are part of my experiment for my science fair project. I can't touch those because it is my science fair project. The goldfish tank, 55 gallon, only gets water changed about once a month, whereas everything else gets water changed once a week. The goldfish tank gets done once, so we gotta. Oh, yeah. So as long as we keep up with some of the water changes, then that's all that really matters. Now that's all I got to do is go around and clean all the sponges. I'll get back to you guys in a second. Looking at the experiment tank, I still haven't filled this one up yet, but the fish are doing pretty good in this. The red velvet swordtails have not yet reproduced. Unfortunately, I did lose the 5-inch albino bristlenose pleco in there, so that's kind of unfortunate, but we still got the 5-inch chocolate one. It's kind of blurry back there just because of the dark space. He's in that breeder cave. There should be 2 other medium to small size ancestors in here somewhere. I just don't know where. They're probably in one of the 3 caves. Tank's pretty clean overall. The salts I feel like the salt actually really helped the fish. Salt that I started treating. So each tank during water changes will get a little bit of salt. This is freshwater salt that I have here. Add on to that, we are adding 4 ancistrus that I picked up today. 4 small ancistrus that I'm putting in the experiment tank, just to hopefully they'll start munching on some of the leftover stuff in there, and eventually they'll grow big enough to be breeder size, and we can produce a lot more ancistrus now that we have lost the other one. As you can see, all the tanks are filled back up to the top. All the sponges have been done. Most of the bottom has been cleaned. Obviously, there's still some remnants that set after you do the water change, but you can't really help some of it. Some of the female blue albino topaz guppies are looking pretty large. Hoping that they're gonna pop soon. Because I actually did have to get rid of the tower heater that was in the middle of the floor here due to the expense it was adding to the electric bill. I did have to reinstall, or not reinstall, but put in a heater for each and every one of my breeding aquariums. Since it's not part of my science fair project, I don't really need them in those tanks. So I do have them more focused on the tanks that I am currently breeding in, and hopefully it will work out and help them to breed a little bit better than they were in the short period of time that they did not have the tower heater. So yeah, right now we're actually going to put these 4 ancistrus into the experiment tank for acclimation, and then we're just going to pop and drop, open the bag, drop them into the net over the gray bucket over there, and toss them in the tank. We might actually put 1 or 2 of them up in the top glass lace belly guppies tank, just so that they can clean up some of the remaining remnants from the water change. Alrighty, guys, got them in the net. We're going to take them over to the tank. Got to get this real fast. Look in there. There they go. They're off. Did we get them all out of the net? Yes, we did. look in this tank now. Here we go. We got our first little guy right there, second in the back, third right there. As you can see, I just kind of rigged up this new cucumber system because, as we know before, the cucumbers were just floating on the top. Now what I did was I just took a black plastic fork, stabbed the cucumbers a long way so that they lie on the bottom, and just so that the fork wouldn't float up with the mass of the cucumbers, I decided I would put one of the breeder caves over the top of it just to keep it down. Hopefully the plecos will figure that out a couple days from now, and they'll start eating a lot more, they'll start beefing up, and we'll get some breeding going in this tank. Alrighty guys, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this Fishroom vlog, basically, of me just showing you guys what a day in the life of my fish room is for me. Obviously, I'm not down here for like 10 hours. Today is Saturday, so I was down here for maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just doing a couple of tanks. You can see how much work actually goes into some of these tanks, since I do every single tank single-handedly. I'm not like one of those guys who has an automatic water change system or this, that, the other thing, because I only have 12 tanks, so it's not really that big of a deal. Once I get above 20 tanks, I'm definitely going to upgrade, but that's quite a ways in the future, especially since I'm not past college yet. Once I get to college, I probably want to get something that will go down easy so that I don't have to take care of this many fish, even though it's not that much. For a college kid that's taking classes, it may just be, especially if I'm taking them out of state for marine biology, business, whatever I decide. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed making it. If you guys like this style video, Fishroom vlog, of a day in a life with me doing fish stuff, make sure you comment that down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.